Have you ever been captivated by the eerie charm of The Addams Family, and wondered what became of the actors who brought this macabre, yet endearing, household to life? Behind the scenes, the real-life stories of the 29 members of the cast are filled with unexpected twists, heartbreak, and tragedy that rival even the most dramatic moments from the show. In this eye-opening exploration, we delve into the mysterious and often shocking circumstances surrounding the untimely deaths of these iconic actors. From sudden accidents to battles with illness, and even unexplained events, these tales reveal a side of Hollywood's history that is as haunting as the Addams family themselves. Prepare to be both intrigued and moved as we uncover the fates of those who made The Addams Family a timeless classic. Jackie Coogan played the lovable and eccentric Uncle Fester, known for his bald head, dark, sunken eyes, and penchant for bizarre experiments. Uncle Fester was a beloved character, always bringing a sense of fun and mischief to the Addams household. Fester's character was defined by his childlike enthusiasm and his love for all things explosive. He often demonstrated his ability to conduct electricity by lighting up a bulb in his mouth, much to the delight of the Addams children. Coogan's portrayal of Fester was both endearing and memorable, making him a fan favorite. Coogan's life after The Addams Family was filled with personal and professional challenges. He suffered from heart problems in his later years, which were exacerbated by his lifelong smoking habit. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in television and film, reprising his role as Uncle Fester in various adaptations. On March 1, 1984, Coogan died of a heart attack at the age of 69. His death marked the end of a long and varied career that began in the silent film era. Coogan's legacy as one of Hollywood's first child stars and his memorable portrayal of Uncle Fester left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Felix Silla portrayed Cousin ITT, the quirky and enigmatic member of the Addams family, known for his long, flowing hair and distinctive gibberish speech. Cousin ITT was a beloved character, adding a unique charm to the show. Felix Silla, who stood at 3 feet 11 inches tall, brought this character to life with his physical performance. Cousin ITT was known for his playful and mischievous nature, often causing confusion and amusement with his unintelligible speech that only the Addams family seemed to understand. His character was a delightful addition to the series, often seen wearing sunglasses and a bowler hat, adding to his mysterious persona. Silla's later years were marked by a battle with pancreatic cancer. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry, making appearances at conventions and fan events. His health declined rapidly in his final months, and he passed away on April 16, 2021, at the age of 84. His death was a result of complications from pancreatic cancer, which had been diagnosed only a few months prior. Silla's final days were spent in hospice care, surrounded by family and friends who cherished his vibrant spirit and contributions to the entertainment world. Marie Blake portrayed Grandmama, the quirky and wise matriarch of the Addams family. Grandmama was known for her eccentric personality, love of potions, and her role as the family's witch. Marie Blake, who also went by the stage name Blossom Rock, brought a delightful charm to the character, making Grandmama a beloved figure in the series. Blake's later years were marked by declining health. She suffered a stroke in 1966, which significantly impacted her ability to work. Despite this, she continued to make occasional appearances on television. Her health continued to deteriorate, and she spent her final years at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital. She passed away on January 14, 1978, at the age of 82. In her final years, Blake faced numerous health challenges, including complications from her stroke, which left her partially paralyzed and affected her speech. Her declining health required constant care, and she eventually succumbed to the cumulative effects of her ailments. Carolyn Jones portrayed Morticia Addams, the elegant and mysterious matriarch of the Addams family. Morticia was known for her gothic beauty, calm demeanor, and sharp wit. She was the glue that held the eccentric family together, always supportive of her husband Gomez and their children. Morticia's character was defined by her unwavering composure and her ability to find beauty in the macabre. She often tended to her carnivorous plants and clipped the buds off roses, preferring the thorny stems. Carolyn Jones brought a unique charm to the role, making Morticia an iconic character in television history. Jones's later life was marked by health struggles. In 1981, she was diagnosed with colon cancer. Despite undergoing surgery and chemotherapy, the cancer spread to her liver. She continued to work as long as she could, even appearing in the daytime soap opera Capital while battling the disease. Her dedication to her craft was evident as she performed despite her declining health. Her health deteriorated rapidly in her final months, and she passed away on August 3, 1983, at the age of 53. Jones's battle with cancer was a testament to her strength and resilience, and her passing was a significant loss to the entertainment industry. Ted Cassidy portrayed Lurch, the towering and stoic butler of the Addams family. Lurch was known for his deep voice and the iconic line, "You rang." Despite his intimidating appearance, Lurch was gentle and loyal, always ready to serve the Addams family. Lurch's character was defined by his unwavering loyalty and his ability to convey emotion through his expressive eyes and deep, resonant voice. He often played the harpsichord and was a beloved figure in the Addams household. Cassidy's later years were plagued by health issues related to his height. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches, he faced numerous medical problems, including acromegaly, a condition caused by excess growth hormone. This condition led to various complications, including heart issues. In 1979, Cassidy underwent heart surgery to remove a non-malignant tumor. Unfortunately, he developed complications from the surgery and passed away on January 16, 1979, at the age of 46. His death was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, as he was a talented actor with a distinctive presence. Cassidy's portrayal of Lurch remains one of the most iconic performances in television history, and his legacy continues to be celebrated by fans of The Addams Family. Margaret Hamilton portrayed Granny Frump, the eccentric and lovable grandmother of the Addams family. Granny Frump was known for her quirky personality, her love of potions, and her role as the family's witch. Hamilton's portrayal added a delightful charm to the character, making Granny Frump a beloved figure in the series. Granny Frump was often seen concocting strange brews and offering sage, if somewhat unconventional, advice to her family members. Her interactions with the Addams family were filled with warmth and humor, highlighting her deep affection for her daughter Morticia and her grandchildren. Hamilton's later years were marked by declining health. She suffered from Alzheimer's disease, which significantly impacted her memory and cognitive abilities. Despite her illness, she remained active in the entertainment industry for as long as she could. Hamilton passed away on May 16, 1985, at the age of 82, from a heart attack. Her final years were spent in Salisbury, Connecticut, where she received care and support from her family and friends. Her death marked the end of a long and illustrious career in film and television. Eddie Quillan portrayed Clyde Arbogast, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Clyde Arbogast was a comical and somewhat bumbling character, often finding himself in humorous predicaments. Quillan's portrayal brought a light-hearted and whimsical touch to the role, making Clyde a memorable part of the series. Clyde was known for his good-natured personality and his tendency to get caught up in the Addams family's bizarre antics, often reacting with a mix of confusion and amusement. Quillan's later years were marked by a battle with cancer. He continued to work in television, making guest appearances on various shows, but his health gradually declined. He passed away on July 19, 1990, at the age of 83, from cancer. His final days were spent in North Hollywood, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends who supported him through his illness. Quillan's battle with cancer was a difficult journey, but he faced it with courage and grace, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and joy through his many performances. Lisa Loring played the iconic Wednesday Addams, the morbid and deadpan daughter of the Addams family. Wednesday was known for her dark sense of humor, pigtails, and fascination with all things macabre. Loring's portrayal of Wednesday set the standard for future adaptations of the character. Loring's life after The Addams Family was filled with personal and professional challenges. She struggled with substance abuse and had multiple marriages. In her later years, she suffered a stroke caused by high blood pressure. She passed away on January 28, 2023, at the age of 64, due to complications from the stroke. Loring's health issues were compounded by her long-term smoking habit, which contributed to her high blood pressure. She was on life support for 3 days before her family made the difficult decision to remove it, leading to her peaceful passing surrounded by loved ones. Leonard Bremen portrayed the first moving man in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. The first moving man was a practical and efficient character, often bewildered by the strange and eerie environment of the Addams household. Bremen's portrayal brought a touch of humor to the role, as his character's reactions to the oddities around him highlighted the contrast between the Addams family's macabre world and the ordinary outside world. The first moving man was known for his straightforward demeanor and his attempts to maintain professionalism despite the bizarre situations he encountered. In his later years, Bremen faced health challenges, including heart disease. Despite his declining health, he continued to work in the entertainment industry, making guest appearances on television shows. He passed away on March 21, 1986, at the age of 70, in Los Angeles, California. His death was attributed to complications from heart disease, which had progressively worsened over the years. Bremen's final days were spent in the company of his family, who provided him with care and support. Kelley portrayed James Ferguson, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. James Ferguson was a stern and authoritative figure, often representing the outside world's attempt to impose order on the Addams family's chaotic lifestyle. Kelley's portrayal brought a sense of gravitas and rigidity to the character, making his interactions with the Addams family both humorous and memorable. James Ferguson was known for his no-nonsense attitude and his frequent exasperation with the Addams family's antics. Kelley's later years were marked by health issues, including a battle with cancer. He continued to work in television and film, but his health gradually declined. He passed away on June 15, 1991, at the age of 82, from cancer. His final days were spent in Woodland Hills, California, where he received care and support from his family and friends. Kelley's battle with cancer was a difficult journey, but he faced it with courage and determination, leaving behind a legacy of strong and memorable performances. Hugh Sanders portrayed Bosley Swain, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Bosley Swain was a stern and authoritative figure, often representing the outside world's attempt to understand or control the Addams family. Sanders' portrayal brought a sense of seriousness and rigidity to the character, making his interactions with the Addams family both humorous and memorable. Bosley Swain was known for his deep voice and commanding presence, often finding himself at odds with the Addams family's unconventional lifestyle. His character's attempts to impose normalcy on the family provided many comedic moments. Sanders' later years were marked by health issues, including pneumonia. He continued to work in the entertainment industry, but his health gradually declined. He passed away on January 9, 1966, at the age of 54, in Los Angeles, California. His death was caused by complications from pneumonia, which he had been struggling with for some time. Sanders' final days were spent in a hospital, where he received medical care and support from his family. Herbert portrayed Benny, a character in the 1965 episodes of The Addams Family. Benny was a small-time crook with a knack for getting into trouble. Herbert's portrayal brought a sense of humor and charm to the character, making Benny a memorable part of the series. Benny was known for his quick wit and his ability to talk his way out of sticky situations, often finding himself entangled in the Addams family's bizarre world. His interactions with the family were filled with comedic moments, highlighting his street-smart personality and his constant attempts to stay one step ahead of the law. Herbert's later years were marked by health challenges, including a battle with cancer. Despite his illness, he continued to work in television and film, making guest appearances on various shows. He passed away on June 20, 1986, at the age of 71, from cancer. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where he received care and support from his family and friends. George Petrie played Dr. Black, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Dr. Black was a professional and somewhat skeptical character, often finding himself puzzled by the Addams family's unconventional ways. Petrie's portrayal brought a sense of depth and nuance to the character, making Dr. Black a memorable part of the series. Dr. Black was known for his methodical and logical approach, traits that often clashed comically with the bizarre and supernatural elements of the Addams household. His character served as a voice of reason, providing a humorous contrast to the family's eccentric behavior. Petrie's later years were marked by a battle with lymphoma. Despite his illness, he continued to work, appearing in various television shows and films. He passed away on November 16, 1997, at the age of 85, in Los Angeles, California. His death was a result of complications from lymphoma, which he had been battling for some time. Petrie's final days were spent in the care of his family, who supported him through his illness. Richard Reeves played Mike, a character in the 1965 episodes of The Addams Family. Mike was a cheerful and somewhat naive character, often finding himself caught up in the Addams family's strange world. Reeves' portrayal brought a sense of innocence and light-heartedness to the role, making Mike a charming addition to the series. Mike was known for his good-natured personality and his humorous reactions to the Addams family's peculiar behavior, often providing a comedic perspective on their eccentric lifestyle. Reeves's later years were marked by health issues, including a heart condition. He continued to work in television and film, but his health gradually declined. Reeves passed away on March 17, 1967, at the age of 54, from a heart attack. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends who supported him through his illness. Allyn Joslyn portrayed Mr. Hilliard, a character who appeared in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Mr. Hilliard was a school administrator, often bewildered by the Addams family's unconventional ways. Joslyn's portrayal brought a sense of exasperation and rigidity to the character, making his interactions with the Addams family both humorous and memorable. Mr. Hilliard was known for his strict adherence to rules and his attempts to impose normalcy on the Addams children, which often led to comical misunderstandings and conflicts with the family's eccentric lifestyle. Joslyn's later years were marked by health issues, including heart problems. He suffered from heart failure, which ultimately led to his death on January 21, 1981, at the age of 79. Joslyn passed away at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California. His final years were spent in relative seclusion, with his health gradually declining due to his heart condition. Ken Weatherwax portrayed Pugsley Addams, the mischievous and inventive son of the Addams family. Pugsley was known for his love of explosives and his close bond with his sister Wednesday. Weatherwax's portrayal of Pugsley made him a memorable character in the series. After The Addams Family, Weatherwax struggled with typecasting and found it difficult to secure acting roles. He eventually left the entertainment industry and worked behind the scenes as a grip and set builder. In his later years, he faced health issues and retired due to medical reasons. Weatherwax passed away on December 7, 2014, at the age of 59, from a heart attack. His health had been declining for some time, with issues related to his weight and lifestyle contributing to his heart problems. He was found at his home in California, having succumbed to a fatal heart attack. Natalie Masters portrayed Mrs. Henson, a character who appeared in the 1965 episodes of The Addams Family. Mrs. Henson was the wife of Mr. Henson, and her character was often seen trying to bring a sense of normalcy to the Addams family's peculiar world. Masters' portrayal brought a sense of warmth and determination to the character, making Mrs. Henson a memorable part of the series. Mrs. Henson was known for her nurturing personality and her attempts to understand the Addams family's eccentricities, often leading to humorous situations. Masters' later years were marked by health challenges, including a battle with cancer. Despite her illness, she continued to work in television and film, making guest appearances on various shows. She passed away on February 9, 1986, at the age of 70, from cancer. Her final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where she received care and support from her family and friends. Vito Scotti played Sam Picasso, a character who appeared in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Sam Picasso was an eccentric and struggling artist, known for his dramatic flair and humorous interactions with the Addams family. Scotti's portrayal of Sam Picasso added a touch of whimsy and charm to the character, making him a delightful addition to the series. Sam Picasso was often seen trying to sell his artwork to the Addams family, leading to many comedic moments as he navigated their peculiar world. In his later years, Scotti faced significant health challenges. He was diagnosed with lung cancer, a condition exacerbated by his long history of smoking. Despite his illness, Scotti continued to work in the entertainment industry, appearing in various television shows and films. His health deteriorated rapidly in his final months, and he passed away on June 5, 1996, at the age of 78. Scotti spent his last days at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, California, where he received care and support from his family and friends. Parley Baer played Mr. Henson, a character who appeared in the 1965 episodes of The Addams Family. Mr. Henson was a stern and authoritative figure, often representing the outside world's attempt to understand or control the Addams family. Baer's portrayal of Mr. Henson brought a sense of seriousness and rigidity to the character, making his interactions with the Addams family both humorous and memorable. Mr. Henson was often bewildered by the Addams family's unconventional ways, providing a stark contrast to their eccentric lifestyle. Baer's later years were marked by health challenges, including a stroke in 1997 that left him partially paralyzed. Despite his condition, he continued to work in radio and television as much as his health allowed. He passed away on November 22, 2002, at the age of 88, due to complications from the stroke. His final years were spent in Los Angeles, where he received care and support from his family and friends. Baer's stroke significantly impacted his speech and mobility, but he remained a beloved figure in the entertainment community, known for his resilience and dedication. Jimmy Cross played Benny, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Benny was a minor character known for his cheerful and somewhat naive personality. Cross's portrayal brought a sense of innocence and light-heartedness to the role, making Benny a charming addition to the series. Benny often found himself bewildered by the Addams family's strange antics, providing a humorous perspective on their eccentric lifestyle. Cross's later years were marked by health issues, including a heart condition. He continued to work in television and film, but his health gradually declined. Cross passed away on June 14, 1981, at the age of 74, from a heart attack. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where he was surrounded by family and friends who supported him through his illness. Jesse White portrayed Sergeant Haley, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Sergeant Haley was a gruff and somewhat cynical police officer, often tasked with dealing with the peculiarities of the Addams family. White's portrayal brought a sense of exasperation and dry humor to the role, making Sergeant Haley a memorable part of the series. Sergeant Haley was known for his no-nonsense attitude and his frequent frustration with the bizarre situations he encountered at the Addams household. His interactions with the family often highlighted the absurdity of trying to impose conventional law and order on such an unconventional group. White's later years were marked by health challenges, including heart disease. Despite his declining health, he continued to work in the entertainment industry, making guest appearances on various television shows. He passed away on January 9, 1997, at the age of 80, from a heart attack. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where he received care and support from his family. Rolfe Sedan portrayed the mailman, a recurring character in The Addams Family. The mailman, often referred to as Mr. Briggs, was a hapless and somewhat nervous character who frequently delivered mail to the Addams household. Sedan's portrayal of the mailman added a touch of humor to the series, as his character was often startled or confused by the family's odd behavior. The mailman's interactions with the Addams family highlighted the contrast between their macabre world and the ordinary outside world. Sedan's later years were marked by declining health. He suffered from heart problems, which eventually led to his death on September 16, 1982, at the age of 86. Sedan passed away in Pacific Palisades, California, from a heart attack. His final years were spent in relative seclusion, with his health gradually declining due to his heart condition. Despite his health issues, Sedan remained active in the entertainment industry until the end of his life, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. George Barrows portrayed Gorgo, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Gorgo was a hulking and intimidating figure, often seen as a bodyguard or enforcer. Barrows' portrayal brought a sense of strength and menace to the role, making Gorgo a memorable part of the series. Gorgo was known for his imposing presence and his loyalty to the Addams family, often protecting them from outside threats with his formidable strength. Barrows' later years were marked by declining health. He suffered from heart problems, which eventually led to his death on October 17, 1994, at the age of 80. Barrows passed away in Oxnard, California, from a heart attack. His final years were spent in relative seclusion, with his health gradually declining due to his heart condition. Despite his health issues, Barrows remained active in the entertainment industry until the end of his life, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. Loyal T. Lucas played the Hunter, a character who appeared in the 1965 episodes of The Addams Family. The Hunter was a rugged and outdoorsy character, often seen trying to navigate the strange and spooky environment of the Addams household. Lucas' portrayal brought a sense of bravado and humor to the role, making the Hunter a memorable addition to the series. The Hunter was known for his adventurous spirit and his often comical attempts to deal with the Addams family's unusual pets and peculiar habits. Lucas' later years were marked by declining health. He suffered from heart disease, which eventually led to his death on April 30, 2001, at the age of 96. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where he received care and support from his family. Despite his health issues, Lucas remained active in the entertainment industry until the end of his life, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. Skip Homeier portrayed Marty, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Marty was a tough and streetwise character, often involved in shady dealings. Homeier's portrayal brought a sense of grit and realism to the role, making Marty a memorable part of the series. Marty was known for his no-nonsense attitude and his ability to handle himself in difficult situations. His interactions with the Addams family often highlighted the contrast between his rough exterior and their peculiar charm, leading to many humorous and engaging moments. Homeier's later years were marked by health challenges, including a battle with cancer. Despite his illness, he continued to work in television and film, making guest appearances on various shows. He passed away on June 25, 2017, at the age of 86, from cancer. His final days were spent in Indian Wells, California, where he received care and support from his family and friends. Ray Kellogg portrayed the detective in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. The detective was a no-nonsense character, often tasked with investigating the strange occurrences at the Addams household. Kellogg's portrayal brought a sense of seriousness and determination to the role, making the detective a memorable part of the series. The detective was known for his methodical approach and his frequent exasperation with the Addams family's bizarre antics, often finding himself baffled by their macabre lifestyle. Kellogg's later years were marked by health challenges, including heart disease. Despite his declining health, he continued to work in the entertainment industry, making guest appearances on various television shows. He passed away on September 26, 1981, at the age of 61, from heart failure. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, where he received care and support from his family. Sig Ruman portrayed Eric von Bissell, a character in the 1965 episodes of The Addams Family. Eric von Bissell was a pompous Broadway director, known for his grandiose personality and dramatic flair. Ruman's portrayal brought a sense of over-the-top theatricality to the role, making Eric von Bissell a standout character in the series. Eric von Bissell was often seen trying to direct Cousin Itt in a stage production, leading to many humorous moments as he struggled to manage the eccentricities of the Addams family. Ruman's later years were marked by declining health. He suffered from heart problems, which eventually led to his death on February 14, 1967, at the age of 82. His final days were spent in Julian, California, where he received care and support from his family. Despite his health issues, Ruman remained active in the entertainment industry until the end of his life, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. Don Rickles played Claude, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Claude was a fast-talking, wisecracking character, known for his sharp tongue and quick comebacks. Rickles' portrayal brought a unique energy and humor to the role, making Claude a standout character in the series. Claude was often seen scheming and plotting, his interactions with the Addams family filled with witty banter and humorous exchanges. His character's sharp wit and sarcastic demeanor provided a perfect foil to the Addams family's eccentricities. Rickles' later years were marked by health issues, including kidney failure. Despite his declining health, he continued to perform and entertain audiences with his stand-up comedy. He passed away on April 6, 2017, at the age of 90, from kidney failure. His final days were spent in Los Angeles, California, surrounded by family and friends who cherished his humor and spirit. Stanley Adams played Isla Clarpy, a character in the 1964 episodes of The Addams Family. Isla Clarpy was a foreign dignitary visiting the USA with the goal of learning about the typical American family. Adams' portrayal brought a sense of curiosity and bewilderment to the role, making Isla Clarpy a memorable addition to the series. Isla Clarpy was known for his formal demeanor and his often humorous attempts to understand the Addams family's eccentric lifestyle. His character's interactions with the family provided a comedic perspective on cultural differences and the clash between conventional norms and the Addams peculiarities. Adams's later years were marked by personal struggles and declining health. He suffered from depression and ultimately took his own life on April 27, 1977, at the age of 62. His death was a tragic end to a career that had brought joy and laughter to many. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in the Addams Family, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.